One believes, oh, if I win, everything will be solved. Everything will be great. Everything will be golden. All I have to do is just win. But if I lose, oh my goodness, if I lose, that's the worst thing in the world. How could I? I could never. I can't allow it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Unnecessary. Unnecessary pressure, unnecessary stress. Something that I have to continuously remind myself, and I seem to forget this, is winning and losing, it doesn't really matter, as opposed to just becoming a better person, right? And I know that sounds corny, I know that sounds cheesy, but allow me to elaborate real quick, okay? Allow me to rest within this thought. So I have a tournament coming up, and I was extremely stressed out these last few days. One was, am I even gonna make weight? 2, should I just go up a weight class? 3, do I even want to compete in the first place? 4, I should just quit now because I won my last tournament. Unexpectedly won my last tournament. Okay, I should just, stop. Let's just stop right there. It's a good spot to end, right? But the thing is I was focusing so much on the win. I was like, oh man, but if I go in this lower weight class, I'm more likely to win. I haven't really been training enough, so I might actually lose. It's more likely that I'll lose because I haven't been training enough. Or as much as I feel like I should be. But if I show up and I lose this tournament, but I won that tournament, like, how does that look? It looks like I dropped off, or whatever dilemma was going inside my head. So nonetheless, I ended up going up a weight class in one of the divisions. And then right after that, I was like, oh man, I should just quit. Like, why just leave it at this? I won my last one. Okay, I'm good. I'm golden. And I was super, super close. But I had a conversation, and it really helped. It really helped to reframe my perspective. It reminded me of where I started, the perspective I had when I first began training, and it kind of like revitalized that. And pretty well, the key points was simply showing up is the win. Just being there is an accomplishment in and of itself. Going into the match is a ginormous win. It's like, how many people have the gall to go face to face with somebody that wants to like beat you, that wants to maybe even hurt you if they're that type of person? And it's like, that is a huge win. And then if you do actually end up winning the match and then winning the tournament, that's just the cherry on top. But the wins start before you even get there. The wins start by not quitting. The wins start by not backing out. The wins start by driving over to the event. The wins start by weighing in and making weight, or even just going to the weigh-in. The wins start by even stepping up to the mat, like potentially getting beaten, or even though you're nervous. And then after all those wins, if you're lucky and if the hard work was enough, then you will get the reward, the physical reward, which is the recognition or the medal. But there's like a million other mental wins that happen way before that knock out so many people, that simply just getting to each and every point along that trail is a win. And to not forget that. And that is the perspective that I used to hold at one point. And for whatever reason, maybe it's just because I was riding on a high horse or something, or thought I was so cool, or whatever it may be, but I forgot that. And then it just became about the physical representation of the win, which is the medal. But the physical representation of the win is so far beyond away from what the real wins are, that it in reality is almost just a distraction. Come to think of it, and I know this is getting very like meta right now, but the gold medal or the trophy or the recognition or the post on Instagram that's so cool, that physical win is not even the real win. It's just, and I feel like when one prioritizes the physical win, they forget about the mental wins and completely ignore them. And that actually makes it more difficult for you to get the physical win, if you know what I mean. Like, focusing on the physical win, the medal, makes getting the medal more difficult. When one kind of throws that, at least for me, when I kind of throw that aside, I feel I just feel better. You know, it doesn't matter. The gold medal, the podium, in any endeavor in life, it's like the physical is not where it's at. It's not the end all be all. That is simply the cherry on top that you may be gifted if you're lucky, and if the hard work that you put in was enough. That may be the cherry on top of all the other wins, the lessons learned, the person you become, the people you meet, the perspectives you gain, the tenacity to not give up, literally despite being so close. Like, those are the wins that will carry along with you for your entire life. That gold medal may be in the trash in 20 years or in some garage sale. That Instagram post that you think so cool, nobody thinks about in 2 days, in like an hour, not even. Like, after seeing that post, nobody thinks about it. So it's like, or the recognition, it's like, sure, that may be hype for a week, but then there's always the next thing. There's always the next physical win to get, the bigger and better thing to show off, or whatever it may be. And it really is distracting. It really is just a distractment from the more pure, actually real aspects of competing and of pushing oneself and becoming a better person. Literally just envisioning in my mind showing up to the competition, and instead of feeling like it's me versus them, me versus the opponent on the mat, me versus the competitors, instead of trying to look out and find who I'm competing against, trying to stalk them down and give them a mean look, try to intimidate, I can just envision myself, just being happy to be at the event. And then when I step on the mat and I shake hands with my opponent, just being relaxed, just being calm, smiling, and they may be angry. I can see them having a look of anger, like a vicious, like gritty, like I'm gonna kill you kind of look. But I'm just like, I'm smiling, man. Just happy to be there, happy to compete. And then even in the match, just as bizarre as it sounds, just even in the match, they might be on top, they might be angry, they might be dialed in, just like trying to like kill you, but just smiling and being unfazed and just being glad to be in the moment and using that energy almost I can see it very clearly in my head, just boom, throws them off, or it's just like, what? Like, why is this guy so just glad to be here, even if I lose? Say I get like put in a paintbrush or something, that tap, and it was like, hey, like, ah, man. But like, even in loss, like humble in loss, humble in victory, super important. And I can see it even up top, like hypothetically, if I win, up top on the podium, just smiling, like like, yeah, like, let's go, like, we did it. Or even if I've lost, just, you know, still just shout out to the opponent, shout out to the competition, still just happy to be here, you know? That's the kind of mindset, the kind of perspective that I really wish to hone in on and dial in and just, like, make real, like, make it like second nature, you know, and apply that to every aspect of my life. Instead of a me versus them, it's just a, hey, I'm grateful to be here for everything in life, you know. All comes down to gratitude. For real, just be grateful for everything, for the sun. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna leave it here, and let's enjoy the sun.